Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, internet? Hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday so far. Hope you're all enjoying a hectic week of football as well. Before I get into the Premier League results, I want to talk about some results from around the other leagues in Europe. There's a couple of shock results and there's a pretty crazy statistic going on in Italy. So let's start with Atletico Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. Barcelona are not doing well at the moment. Perhaps Jose Mourinho was correct about Ronald Koeman. And so, yeah, not good times at the Camp Nou currently. I'm not sure what's going on with them at the moment. I know Atletico Madrid are a good side, but they're not. They're not where Barcelona used to be. So, a good showing for Luis Suarez in his return back to the Camp Nou. Even if he didn't play, just the moral support that he showed his team. So, yes, quite embarrassing for Barcelona, really. On to the next one. Napoli 1, AC Milan 3. So, Zlatan Ibrahimovic scoring twice, proving that age is literally just a number when it comes to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I'm just checking, did he score? No, he didn't score the third. He only scored twice. But, yeah, crazy that he just keeps on going. And the statistic that I was talking about, with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring twice yesterday in the 2-0 win for Juventus, it means that they are at the top of the leading scorers list in the Serie A with a combined age of 74, which is crazy. So fair play to both of them. And I saw firsthand when Zlatan was at Manchester United, he's just such a force to be reckoned with. So so fair play to him. Bayern Munich 1, Werder Bremen 1. Very, very interesting there. A bit of a shock. In fact, not even a bit of a shock, a very big shock. And Werder Bremen were leading for part of that match, with Eggstein scoring in the 45th minute. So Bayern Munich is still top of the table on 19 points, but with Dortmund winning, it means that there's only 1 point in it between first and second. So very, very interesting over on the continent right now. So on to the results in England. So let's start off with Chelsea 2, Newcastle 0. Nothing too extravagant or exciting in this match. Chelsea deserved it. I mean, 72% possession, even if you don't take into account the shots, they were the better side. Federico Fernandez scoring an own goal in the 10th minute, I think that sort of set the tone. Not to say that Chelsea wouldn't have scored, but it just, once you get that own goal, it completely knocks your confidence. So so Chelsea march on there. Tammy Abraham, of all people, scoring the second goal, but fair play to him. Big shock in the match after that. Aston Villa succumbing to Brighton. Didn't see that one coming. Danny Welbeck scoring, that's a name that I haven't heard for a long time. And then Tariq Lamptey getting a red card in the 91st minute. That could be very detrimental to Brighton because he's been such an important player. But fair play to Brighton. It looks relatively even possession-wise, but Aston Villa were making the most of their possession, having the more shots. But out of the 15, they only had 4 on target. So Brighton were the more clinical and seemed like they were the better organised as well. So fair play to them on that one. Next one was the big match of the weekend, Tottenham versus Manchester City. Tottenham winning 2-0. Manchester City looked like they were dominating the game for a majority of it, but Tottenham just looked dangerous every time they attacked, especially with Heung-min Son. He was just on fire and should have had a second goal. There was a bit of controversy with the VAR disallowing a Manchester City goal, but if you look at it, hit his forearm, then hit his chest, then hit his knee, so you can see why it was disallowed, regardless of whether or not you think his arm was in a natural position, which I don't. No bias or anything, but at the same time, Tottenham thoroughly deserved it. They had the better chances and just the better threat going forwards, in my opinion. And fair play to Giovanni Lo Celso coming on and then less than a minute later scoring. Fair play to the lad. Manchester United versus West Brom. Not the most exciting game. I did switch off for a lot of it. Not literally switch off, but mentally switch off because there just wasn't anything happening. In the first half, West Brom had the potential for a penalty. Now, I don't think it was a penalty, and I'm going to say it again, trying to be as unbiased as possible, but I think that Bruno Fernandes got the ball. No argument that he got the leg, but I think he got the ball first. And so I think that's what swayed the decision personally. And then went up the other end. We got a penalty. And then it had to be retaken because Taylor's old as time. Had to be retaken because of the new VAR regulations, because the goalkeeper was off his line. Sam Johnston, ex-Manchester United goalkeeper, so I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, if those are the regulations, those are the regulations, and I might not be happy with them, but that's just the way that it goes. Just as De Gea suffered against Crystal Palace, it all comes full circle because it happens to multiple teams on multiple occasions. So Manchester United probably deserved to win. No disrespect to West Brom, but we were looking the better side, but it was a very, very boring match. Sam Johnston did have some very, very good saves though. One stands out was from Anthony Martial, another one from Marcus Rashford. So we had the opportunities, but it doesn't look good on paper. So Everton versus Fulham. Fulham had their opportunities, but Everton were just world class from the 40th second when Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored onwards. Fulham again missing a penalty. Even Cavallero this time slipped and just skied it a la John Terry in 2008. So feel sorry for the lad. And with Ademola Lookman, it's like, who can score a bloody penalty on Fulham's team? But it looks like Everton's back to their full form. Still a little bit shaky in the defence, and Pickford doesn't look particularly confident, although he did do a bit of a Conor McGregor strut when he saved the ball one time, and so I don't get where he's coming from with that, but that's regardless of the point. Sheffield United 0, West Ham United 1. Sheffield United continue their run of 1-0 losses. West Ham continue their form of just winning. Fantastic goal from Sebastian Haller. And Sheffield United were desperately unlucky. They did have some chances, but West Ham were also unlucky. Declan Rice hit the post and things like that. So, so probably the fair result, but at the same time, hopefully Sheffield United can sort themselves out eventually. Leeds United 0, Arsenal 0. Nicola Pepe getting sent off after a VAR check, so he's not a popular man in North London tonight. From the sounds of it, because I didn't watch the match, but it sounds like Leeds could very easily have won. They had plenty of chances. Let's have a look at the statistics. Yes, 25 shots. Only 4 of them on target, but 25 shots. It's 67% of the possession. This was Leeds' match to lose, by the looks of it, at Ellen Road. So credit to them for the performance they put in. Just would have made it that much sweeter to get the little cherry on top and get the goal. And then the last match, Liverpool versus Leicester City. I was watching this match and then I decided to go and get fish and chips. And by the time I got to the chip shop, Liverpool had scored 2 goals. So I don't know what happened there. Between the VAR for the penalty and then the 2 goals, it's just crazy how things can change. Because I got to the chip shop at half time and they were 2-0 up and I was like, when did that happen? So, but yeah, VAR did not give a penalty, and that sort of changed the results from there. Leicester are struggling a little bit at the minute. They keep going up and down like a roller coaster, really. And it's a shame because when they look good, like against City when they won 5-2, they look really good. But when they look bad, they just aren't performing as well as they were in previous seasons. So it's a shame to see that. but at the same time, you can't be consistent all the time, and Manchester United can tell you that. So, so that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow to review 2 matches tomorrow, which is Burnley Crystal Palace and Wolves Southampton, and then for a preview of the Champions League for Tuesday, the review of the Tuesday matches Tuesday night with a preview of the Wednesday matches, and so on and so on. So I hope you were all having a wonderful day, staying safe and keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra for now.